this is Carissa from the community library. Just come in today. We're going to make another recipe today. We're going to be making a super simple ice cream. Really easy. You don't have to churn it. Something you can just throw into, if you have a stand mixer or a blender, you can do it in a blender. Or if you have a hand mixer, any of those would work. You just have to be able to get heavy whipping cream whipped up to a stiff peak. So I've gone ahead and I've whipped mine up to a nice stiff peak because it took me about 3 minutes to get there. Most of you don't want to watch 3 minutes of just heavy whipping cream being whipped. Other things you're going to need, so you're going to need 2 cups of heavy whipping cream and you get that up to a nice stiff peak. You're going to need 1 can of sweetened condensed milk. You're going to need 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and I'm making chocolate. So you need 1/4 of a cup of powdered cocoa. Definitely make sure that if you're doing your cocoa and you haven't used it in a while, you want to make sure that you go ahead and sift it out, because cocoa tends to get nice little balls if you've left it long enough, and then if you go to use it and it doesn't incorporate well, you end up like me last time I made this, and you get little pockets of dried cocoa in your ice cream, and let me tell you what, when you eat one of those, it's not great. So sift your cocoa. I suggest sifting it in the sink because I just did and I made an absolute mess of it. So go ahead, sift your cocoa before you start all of this. The other things you need is you're going to need a pan. Got my pan stuff. You're going to need a pan, or I do it in a 9x13 and it gives me a nice decent size. And then when I put it in the freezer, I let it freeze all the way, and then I transfer it to a Tupperware container because it does kind of like dry out after a couple days. So you could use that, or if you had like a bread loaf, if you wanted it nice and thick because you're going to eat it, you know, all of it. I try to save mine. But you definitely need some kind of a pan that can go in your freezer. And then you're going to need your toppings. I had this awesome ice cream at my local ice cream shop. That was a peanut butter pretzel. So it was a chocolate ice cream. It had peanut butter in it and it had chocolate covered pretzels. So I'm going to try to remake that. So I've got myself some peanut butter here. And I didn't have chocolate covered pretzels, but I have like white fudge covered pretzels. So we're going to use those. So 2 cups of the heavy whipping cream whipped up to a nice stiff peak. I'm going to go ahead and add my cocoa powder that I have painstakingly sifted, and I'm just going to mix that in real quick, just so that it gets nice and incorporated. Unlike last time. So we've got our chocolate all nice and mixed in with our heavy whipping cream. We've still got nice stiff peaks. And so now I'm going to go ahead and we're going to put our heavy condensed cream in, or heavy condensed sweetened milk, and our vanilla. I'm going to head and take this off. And I'm going to set it in the thing that was holding my cocoa powder. So I'm going to go ahead and open this up. I said that and then I was like, oh, what if I actually can't open that up? I'm going to look really bad. And I'm just going to go ahead and pour it in, and then we're just going to fold it in so that we don't lose all of that nice heavy cream that we just whipped up. Alright. I'm going to start folding it. This is a good time. Get all your sides scraped. Make sure you've really got it nice and incorporated with everything. And we're going to add our vanilla. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and add some peanut butter to mine. And let's chunk that up a bit and get it mixed in so that it's not just one glob of peanut butter, but a couple of globs of peanut butter. Hopefully. Kind of hard to tell now that the chocolate and stuff covers it. And then I'm going to go throw ahead half of that and leave the rest for the top. Alright, and then I'm just going to go ahead and pour this into my pan. I'm going to spread it out so that it fills up my pan nice and kind of even. Give that one more nice little smooth out. And then I'm just going to sprinkle the last few of my pretzel pieces on top. So, alright, now you've got it. I'm going to go ahead and put this in the freezer. I think last time when I put mine in the freezer, it took about 3 hours to completely freeze into like ice cream. So make sure you give it more than enough time. Or if you're going to make this for like dessert tonight for dinner, go ahead and give it enough time to actually freeze. And then like I said, for me, I found that if I left it in the freezer for a couple days, it started to like dry out. So make sure that if you're going to just eat it over a couple days, or maybe you doubled or tripled this and you made a lot of ice cream, make sure you definitely like take out the pan. And it scoops really easy like ice cream, but definitely take it out of the pan and put it in a airtight container like Tupperware, and then put it back in your freezer so that it doesn't continue to dry out. Just a quick reminder, tonight is trivia night at 6:30 live on Facebook with me. I believe tonight is sports. Yeah, because we did food last week, so we're doing sports this week. And next week is science/medicine. So if those are your things, come join us for some fun trivia. Also, don't forget, tomorrow is children's programming with Miss Vicky. She's got Lego time and all sorts of other stuff. And Thursday is going to be teen stuff with Miss Kira. Although I know not last week, the week before, she did that hand lettering, which was super cool. I tried it, so definitely check out their stuff too, because it's not just for teens. Maybe you're young at heart and you enjoy doing that. So, alright, I hope that you guys actually make some ice cream. If you do, I would love to see the pictures of your ice cream in the comment section on this, and I'll see you all next week.